motivators, welcome back to our channel. And if you're new, hello, hola, welcome to the familia. And if you like anything beauty or makeup related, you're in the right place. If you like videos that are just here on YouTube and uploading a bunch of stuff all the time, then you're in the right place. Thank you so much for being here. You can like, subscribe, and definitely check out our other vids too. Today I am very excited because my new palette came in the mail from Cosmetica. Okay, so here's what it looks like. So cool. This is called the Rogue palette, and here's the little Cosmetica. And I got two of these because I plan on having a giveaway on Instagram once this is uploaded. But I am taking it out of the packaging. I like that the packaging matches the front of this, and it has everything: the net weights, which is 9 times 1.5 grams, 0.05 ounces. Distributed by Fantasy Cosmetica LLC, Redmond, WA, made in China. Not tested on animals, 12 months. FantasyCosmetica.com. Cool. Here you go. Let's open up this baby. I have not touched it, swatched or anything. We're going to do that today on camera. Look how beautiful and gorgeous that is. When I saw this and we posted it up for our beauty news, the color story, like, it definitely caught my eye, and I did a double take and I'm like, I have to get this palette. And right now this is available on FantasyCosmetica.com, $38.99. The pre-order is available because it's sold out. It says 2 to 3 weeks. When I read the information on there, it says 2 to 3 weeks for pre-orders to be shipped out. Just letting you know. So, oh my gosh. Like, looking at this, it's definitely like, ooh. I don't know. I just really love this color story. Very unique. I do not see, when I look at it, I really try to look at palettes and I'm like, oh my gosh. Are these like, I know they're different tones and they look pretty cool, like monochromatic stuff. But on the eye, it's going to look like the same, you know what I mean? But in this palette, I'm not seeing like shades, even with the shimmers on here, that are the same. So, that's a good sign for me. The mirror in here, I can get my whole face. It is pretty good, and I love the packaging because I love packaging, and I love purple. Purple is my favorite color. I think it's beautiful already. Just that alone gives it points, you know? So we're gonna be doing some looks. We wanna test every shade in here. Make sure, like, you know, that we can come up with stuff and it's gonna work. How does this apply? If you wanna know all of that, keep on watching. So I am going to definitely prime my eyes with this ABH eye primer. I feel like it's a white toned. This way it brings out these shades, and I try not to be so heavy handed with this. So I'm just putting a little bit, making sure I get that even. My eyebrows, I'm trying to get the whole feeling of doing my eyebrows with the brow lift from e.l.f. and like the Anastasia like brow freeze stuff. Sometimes it comes out too fluffy, sometimes I put a little bit less product. I'm trying to get it like just right, and I don't know. I think today, do my eyebrows look okay? Let me know in the comments, like, are they just too much or they're just okay? Like, I don't know. I can't tell because I had to shape them again because I feel like it was like too much. Like, I didn't realize how long my eyebrow hair was until I started using like these products for the eyebrows, like the Anastasia brow freeze and then the e.l.f. brow lift. Like, almost looking like it laminated your eyes. Not your eyes. Laminated your eyebrows. And I wanted to try that look out. And now I'm like, oh my gosh. I am just like getting... I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't get it right. Eyes are primed and I never have anything planned. So I'm like looking at it, see what inspiration comes out. I definitely like to do like an all matte look now. And then all shimmer look. And then mix them at the end to give me a bunch of looks. But I feel like there's a lot of mattes in here that I can definitely utilize for different looks. Start a little deep and go for, is this Assassin? This black one right here, this black shade. Okay, and I like to press, especially if it's deeper shades, press in and then blend out, just like stamping it. All right, and this, okay, yeah, so this brush is L28 from Laura Lee Los Angeles. Do you see, like, when I stamp it, it starts to get that pigment there evenly, almost to this kind of brush disperses it and like blends it for you in a way. Do you see that? That's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes I like to start off with my deeper colors first and then blend them out or add my lighter colors. And I'm gonna carry it out and do a banana shape. That's what they call it. I don't know. To me, it's more like an angled curve, but like, I don't know how to name that. Going into my eyebrow, this shape for me personally, because I have hooded eyes, just if I look like this, it gives me a more open eye look, and you can see my whole entire eye look. It's not hidden by my little flap there. This black is definitely like a true black and going on great. And this eye is, yes, I have oily eyelids, and that's why I like using the ABH primer, because it kind of reduces that and doesn't let them be so oily, my eyelids. But I do get some eczema, like dry patches on my eyes sometimes. This eye is the one that does that all the time. It's usually like in this area. But today we're doing good, and the eyeshadow is laying pretty good on that. Ooh, I like that. I'm going little by little, pressing, and then letting that kind of brush let it do its work. And I'm using an ENSLY brush, A7. I'm gonna go in with shadows to blend out the edges, to give me like a greenish like tint. Like area, like gently pushing around to make that black almost look like it's fading to green. See that? It's kind of doing it for you. This, I don't know if it, I'm pretty sure these are really good brushes, but these shades are going on like awesome. Take a clean brush, has nothing on it, and this is from an Elf and Jakissa collab. This is Jade 2, and I'm just gonna windshield wipers. I am just going to windshield wipe here and blend out and soften those edges. And then I just blended it out. I like that it's going from like a black to a greenish tone. That's what I wanted. I'm going to go in with this very light blue Stealth. If I'm reading that, I'm blind right now. I don't know why I don't have my contacts or my glasses. Well, obviously I can't have my glasses, but I don't have contacts in, and I should be having my contacts in. I'm just gonna see how that lays down without like putting another base. Ooh, I like, it's going on my eyes like it is in the pan. It's a very beautiful, like, it's like a robin blue, or am I tripping? It's really pretty. Okay, you see that there's some black in here. I didn't prime my under eye, so I'm carrying this black. I see the black has went down kind of naturally. That's how I laid it down. And then I'm just gonna bring it like that. I don't want it too dark on my under eye. RT shading brush. And I'm gonna continue this Stealth light blue at the bottom. Remember, this doesn't have primer at the bottom. I did not put primer. Eyeshadow primer, and it's going on pretty good. The shade is still bright. And for the sake of like having to save my skin and stuff, I'm just gonna be doing my eyes, putting like a mascara, maybe suggesting a lippy. I'm not gonna put foundation, I'm not gonna put lashes on, so I can just easily wipe it off, and we can get going with these looks and make sure that, you know, because I bought this myself. I didn't waste my money. But so far, right now, these mattes I'm loving. Easy to blend. Easy to blend. I want to do a gradient, so I'm putting that Stealth shade, which is going to be that shade right here. I'm gonna put that, make a gradient with Subtle and Cunning. So Subtle, just this purple, Subtle, and then Cunning. So this is still with the RT shadow brush. Gosh, I need my glasses. Okay. Just putting it gently on there, going a little bit up into my brow. Into my brow. Just with this shade, I'll use this brush. Right. I'm gonna take an Unearthly A6 brush, get that subtle light purplish shade. Oh yes. Ooh. Loving that color blend here. Like when I looked at this palette too, I thought that all the shades like went well together. There wasn't one shade where I'm like, oh my gosh, it's out of place, you know? Because with some palettes, I don't know, just me maybe, or a few people, I feel like some of them I'm like, oh my gosh, this shade does not belong. Or if they're like literally the same tone on the eye, I'm like, really? Like you couldn't just have thrown this shade in there, you know? To match your overall theme, like come on. I'm loving this. Oh, I think I'm biased because, like I said, favorite shade is gonna be like all beautiful purples, except those ugly ones. Okay. Then I'm going in for Cunning. It's like a deeper, like blue. Deeper blue tone, and I am definitely gonna stamp right here on the edge and blow it out. Putting a little bit more just to deepen it, and the shades are layering well, blending well. You can see that. Taking that A7 Unearthly brush, and I think I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna do Stealth. And remember, it's not primed under here, so we're definitely testing if these shades are going to show up. Okay, so I lay down subtle. Am I saying that right? Do you know when you say like some words sometimes, or look at them, they start to look like they're not the word? So I feel like I'm not saying it right. Help me. Yes, English is my first language, and yet I still can't speak English. I think this is subtle, like, so I'm putting that shade here, blowing it out a little bit. Ooh. Oh yeah, look at that. It's gonna be bothering me this whole time that I can't say that word. Being subtle. I know this has to do with like Assassin. This is a Rogue palette. Okay, so I'm using choose the Bat Scare. I'm gonna get some use out of this from Glamlight. I did test this out. I did test this mascara out, the Bat Mascara from Glamlight, from the Scooby-Doo collab. That is on our YouTube. Just getting some use out of it. It's not one of my faves. Here's what I would suggest is maybe a clear gloss. I think a nude. I feel like this lippy would work. The Zoinks lipstick from Glamlight would work with this look. And here's that shade. Feel like black. Would be such a deep look. I love it. And this is a Maybelline Superstay, yeah, Superstay Matte Ink in Thrill Seeker. That is definitely, I use this. The only thing I don't like about this formula is that it's sticky, but guess what? It lasts long. It does. I can wear this all day, eating greasy food, everything. It won't come off. It's crazy. Like, look at that. Very deep black. I have another black shade. It's from Black Moon Cosmetics. Now that is a black. Sleepwalker? Yeah, that is a black. That, perfect. It's not sticky like this one. It wears a long time. It's just beautiful too. So you can use that too if you have it. If not, the cheaper version of that would be the matte Super Stay from Maybelline. Definitely if you have like a purple shade lippy, that would work. This Wicked Apple from About Face, I feel like it's the same tone as the first lippy from Glamlight, but very shiny. I love this. I think that would go good with this look. This is Date Me from About Face, the Cherry Pick Lip Color Butter. That is right there, brownish shade. I feel like that would definitely like go good with these looks. I feel like all these lippies are a match. If you don't want to go too crazy, brown lip liner with a clear lip gloss. You like to match your eyeshadow to the colors, a green lippy, a bluish lippy, purple lippy, shimmer. That would go good, but let me pick which one I'm gonna put on. I ended up going with is the Cherry Pick Lip Color Butter Date Me from About Face. I think it goes well. I like the shine. I like how it makes my lips feel. Only gripe I have is the applicator. Gotta push it up and it'll stay up, so you have to just do enough. But like this right here, I feel like there could have been a better way for it to be dispersed well on your lips. Just saying. Just saying. Alright, now on to the next looks. I primed my eyes the same way, and now what you've been waiting for is shimmers. I know everybody's been waiting for like the shiny part. Come on. So I'm going to be laying down quite a few shimmers, and I'm using a Too Faced glitter glue that I've been using for a while. You can use any glitter glue you would like. I'm just pushing it down with my finger. And if you see my fingernails are dirty, it's like the makeup, okay? Watched it before, it's like the makeup that I'm getting so messy over. I'm getting the RT brush we used, and this is the shadow brush. And I'm going to pick up the lightest shade in my eyes, which is Trickster. Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. Oh my gosh, I'm already like, this is the first shade. This is the first shade, and already I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And that was Trickster, which is this one, and it looked a little pink to me in the pan. So it's this one right here. All right, and then I'm gonna go with glitter glue for the next layer here. Just pat that in. Any glitter glue, like I said, that you use and works for you. Based on the swatching, I think my next shade would have to be Sneak Attack, which is this one. And the pan looks great to me, but I can see that it shifts to like a pinkish peach color. So here we go. It's looking green to me. It's looking green to me. You see that? And then it's not going. It's not going on green. It's definitely not going on green. Like, that is crazy. I'm always surprised by how cool shifts are. Like, how they can completely disappear one way, be another color another way. Like, it's crazy to me. So I swatched the mask on the back of my hand because I definitely don't want you to miss out on how good these mats are and the colors. The shimmers are on this one, and then I have like Stealth at the bottom. I was just looking at it and swatching it there. But those are the shimmers from Trickster, Sleight of Hand, Sneak Attack, and Deception. From bottom to top. I mean, from top to bottom. So, Stealth, Shadows, and Subtle, Cunning, and Assassin. Alright, so I have Trickstar, Sneak Attack on my eye. This glitter glue does dry down pretty quickly, in my opinion. So as soon as I put it on, I'm gonna go in with Sleight of Hand. Oh, that's pretty. What? That's crazy. Oh. I'm gonna put Deception. Oh, whoa. Whoa, hold your horses. Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, so this is just to test out all the shimmers. I like how all shimmer look. Wow. Next look, I am going to use Cunning right there. I'm going to use Cunning for the next look. And I think I want to use Subtle. And let's go get this done. So again, I am using an A6 Unearthly brush. And I'm going to stamp the shade down. Like so. Little by little. This blue definitely reminds me of like a midnight blue, or like at all sorts of hours, very late hours blue. I have a L28 Laura Lee Los Angeles brush. I'm going in for Subtle. Ooh. Okay, stamp. Going along the edges, putting glitter glue on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna cut this crease, laying down my glitter glue first. Let's see where I'm gonna put this shimmer. What should I use? What should I use? I think I should go in with Deception and then go in with Trickster. Such a pretty shade, and then Trickster. Oh. Dragging a little bit of that down. A little bit more Deception to blend out this part. Going in with the A6 and getting that Cunning shade and making sure there's a seamless blend. I'm actually going to take Stealth, that very light matte, blending out this right here, this shade that's on the edge right here, blending it out with that, taking Stealth, going more with and meeting that shimmer. Alright, so let me put on mascara, get a lippy on, and see how it looks. Alright, so I put on mascara and then I put on Diana from Unearthly. Such a cute little component. And this lip liner, because it's a little light for me, but I love the shade. I love a nude, and I have a Rimmel lip liner. I feel like it goes good with both looks. 4 looks down, and now for my final thoughts. Alright, this Rogue palette by Fantasy Cosmetica. It retails for $38.99 USD dollars. It is up for pre-order. Takes 2 to 3 weeks from what I read for the pre-order to ship. So here is what I like. Because first impressions of a palette to me are like everything. Definitely if something's not gonna work at the beginning, I don't think in my opinion it's gonna work in the future unless you had changed your eye primer and you need to switch it back to something else. Or something wasn't just right with your eyes that day. But all these shades, like look at this palette. All these shades are gorgeous. I do not see a repeating shade in here. I feel like it's very versatile. I feel like this can be used for definitely a Halloween type of look. Or if you're going for a blue purple vibe. This black in here is beautiful. Like my favorite mattes have to be Stealth and definitely Assassin. And all of these mattes blended well. It was like they were blending themselves, especially if you have the right tools. When I was stamping in there, it was already blending itself. So these shifters, these beautiful shades. Oh my gosh, like look at this. Look at this. I'm very like in love. I really like Trickster, and I like Sleight of Hand as well. Like honestly, all of them, like, ooh, it's hard to pick, but all shades for me were useful. They were not duds for me. So 369 is a 9-pan palette. All of them worked well for me. The mirror is great. I did my whole look with the mirror. Very big enough to fit your face, clear, not a cheap palette. This palette feels weighted. So I definitely feel like this is worth my money. I was not disappointed. Pretty happy. Like I said, I don't expect things to be great when they come to me. I don't want to get my hopes too high and then something like, I don't know, ends up happening. I don't like it, stuff like that. But lately, the palettes I've been picking, I guess I'm picking really good from good places, have been worth my money. They have worked for me. Gorgeous. Like, definitely going to be doing more looks with this. Beautiful to look at. I think it looks very well. Packaging looks very well. I like that the I guess the font on here goes with the whole Rogue palette. I know this Fantasy Cosmetica owner likes to do stuff like, you know, cosplay, gaming, stuff like that, which I think is amazing. And I'm very pleased with the palette. I think the brand did a very good job. I think they executed their vision well. Especially their promo pics they do the palette justice, but to me, everything looks better in person, like literally. Especially because things can look different in lighting, things can look different on your phone, and somebody else's phone, and then whatever is showing up online. Isn't that crazy how lighting like works? It's crazy. But to me, this was a very good depiction of how I saw it online. It's very much the same. So I think it's worth it. So if you were looking into that, here are 4 looks that you could probably recreate yourself. All right, so thank you so much for staying with me, trying out this new makeup. Definitely glad that it didn't turn out to a dud, right? Like, I'll get my money back for anything that I really didn't like. So glad it was worth my money. It is available for pre-order. Fantasy Cosmetica, I think it did a very good job. Overall theme, palette, colors, shades, everything, I think it was like A+. But again, comment if you liked any of these looks. Did you like the shades? What did you like about the palette? If you didn't like the palette, let me know. Or was it not your cup of tea, not your type of shades? Let me know. So like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Catch us in the next videos. You have an awesome, wonderful day, night, weekend, wherever you're doing. And adios.